Good morning to you, the birds. Hey, you know what I mean? Happy, what is today? Tuesday. Oh my gosh, no intro. Wow, so unlike me. Hey guys. Or no like montage intro like I typically do. Because sometimes when I wait for a montage intro, it'll take me longer to do the content because I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do what intro am I gonna do? What's the montage? What am I gonna show y'all me doing and before I start the vlog? It's just like sometimes it can be like a little waiting game. But it is 8:30 in the morning. I woke up this morning because I had to do some content. I've been dragging my feet bad. Don't know why at all. Don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even tell y'all. Like maybe just avoiding it, or sometimes what I don't like being on call. Like I don't like being like, do it now. Like I don't like timelines. So excuse me. So sometimes it's like having to just jump up and get something done by a certain deadline. I struggle with it. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was in school, even when I was in college for those couple of years, I hated timelines and due dates and you have to do this now. The procrastination, me being an avoidant person, like that starts kicking in real bad. So this morning we got up, we did it, Joe. I got up at 6:45. Did I say it already? I just had to emphasize that because I don't typically wake up that early now. Am I happy I did? Yes. You know, very happy I woke up that early. So I was able to get that content out of the way and I'll be able to edit it and send it off. Well, I don't know if I can send it yet, but I'm going to edit it and send over like the pictures, the concept, even though I was supposed to do that already. We're going to send it over. So hopefully they like it. Everything should go smoothly because I literally followed their brief. So it's just like, what don't you like? You know what I'm saying? Like, I did everything right. So I really like this makeup look. I've just been doing literally in this order. Brush my eyebrows up, boom. You know what I'm saying? Brush the eyebrows up, okay? I don't add any extra color, any pencil, nothing like that. I do when I really want to do more to my face, but lately I've been doing just that. And then what I do after that is I add some blush, Refi. I love that Refi cream blush, like I really do. I am going to be getting another one probably for the fall, maybe like something warmer. I mean, the pink always, you can't go wrong with the pink, you know what I'm saying? So I'll do a little bit, tap, tap, tap. Then I go in with some concealer. Today I use the Hourglass concealer, which I really do like. Like I just feel like it was a good shade. I do feel like I like that. I've been switching my concealers for the most part, so reintroducing the Hourglass concealer, love that. Then I add a little bit more blush just in case like it starts to drown out a little bit. Add a little bit more blush, cool. Mascara, done. Well, today, actually I'm lying. That's what I do typically, but I just remember I added a little bit of pressed powder to my face because I was doing content. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll just try to like cover my blemishes a little bit. So I did do a little bit something extra today, but typically that's it. No pressed powder. Everything else except. And I've been liking it. Like I just feel like it's very like everyday. This is like my everyday. This would be my everyday look if I had one. I do not wear makeup every day. But if I had one, this would be it. So like I said, it's 8:36 now. What I'm about to do is make something to drink. I kind of want a matcha. I made chai seed oat milk yesterday. Like I just put some chai seeds in the oat milk, shook it up, mason jar it, fridge. You know what I'm saying? Like I just did that last night or yesterday. So it's been in there in there since yesterday. So I guess I'll try it. I don't like seeds and floaties and pulp. I don't like stuff like that in my drinks. It's disgusting. I can't do it. But so this is going to be different for me. I know people do the chia seed. Did I say chai? I mean chia seed pudding. I don't like the thought of something like boba tea. Ugh. Like I don't like stuff like that. I don't like stuff like that. So that's what this is going to give me. I'm going to have to fight through it. But matcha first. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for breakfast, but I'm about to figure it out. Okay, let's go. First order of business. I just got 8 in the morning. Cause like, what if I want to lay back down? Like, what if I want to like mind my business a little bit more? So I'm going to take my makeup off. I usually start with, honestly, I probably do a bunch of unnecessary steps. Sometimes I switch it up. Sometimes I do micellar water, and then sometimes I will use the removal clay balm. That's what I'm about to say, clay removal balm. I have one from Versed, and then I have another one from Skin Proud. I feel like I had another one that I didn't need, like I just had an extra one, but for now those two I kind of alternate between. Today I will use, and then sometimes I'll just use an oil-based cleanser after. So maybe what I'll do, micellar water first, and then I don't know what next. I don't know. Yeah, micellar water and then something else. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the oil-based cleanser and then a regular cleanser. Because oil-based cleansers, I understand like it's getting up all that extra gunk, but you definitely need something to use after the oil-based cleanser, like for real. But y'all, lately I have been doing the New York Times Wordles of the days and connections. Oh my gosh, connections are so hard. I literally was like, oh my gosh, Jabria, are you smart? Like I was like, yo, this stuff is hard. With connections, if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically New York Times provides a like brain quiz type of, not quiz, but something it's a brain exercise, I would say. They do one per day. That's free. The other ones you have to subscribe and stuff like that for. But they do one. Well, I think there may be other versions of what they provide that's free, but I just do the Wordle and the connection, as I'm new to it. So it's just like, as far as I know, that's the two that people talk about the most. The Wordles are typically easy for me. Basically what the Wordle is, you have to guess what word they are. You have to guess the word. Basically you get 6 tries, and basically as you go down the line, it'll tell you if you got a letter in the word right. It's like a 5 or 6 letter word that you have to guess by the end of the puzzle. So as you go down, as you keep guessing, it'll tell you if you have a vowel, not a vowel, it'll tell you if you have a letter that's correct or incorrect. It'll tell you if it's in the right place or not. So it's literally just a guessing game that you just follow through. My camera's about to die. Oh my God, I just started. Okay. And since I've been playing the Wordle and the connections for the last couple of days, I pretty much always get the Wordle. Like the Wordle is easy. Like for the most part, it's literally telling you if you have the letter in the right way, in the right order, or if you guess the right letter at all. So it's just like you can just use process of elimination to figure out what the word is based on the letters you have left. Like it's kind of like, it's not that hard. The connections, oh my gosh. If somebody plays either one, please let me know. The connections be kicking my behind. With connections, you have to create 4 groups of 4 based on a bunch of random words that they put on the screen. I should have a screenshot. I'll put a screenshot on the screen. Not for you to like solve it, but for you to at least see like what it is that I'm talking about. So like, okay, so the screenshot I put on the screen, you see it says like president, mother, premiere, NFL player, debut. I immediately clocked debut and premiere. I said those two go together. You have to like make groups of 4. So I said, and sometimes the words will fit into different categories. You have to figure out what category they belong to. Sometimes they'll be like sometimes when I watch other people do it, I'll be like, how did you think of that? Like, how did you think of the category? Like sometimes the categories can be so random. Like you wouldn't, like, why would you think of that? Like, so basically I said premiere, introduction, debut, launch. Boom. Like that was easy. That was the first, that was like, I think that was the easiest level because it gives you different levels of difficulty. So I ended up getting this one, but I cheated a little bit because some things, like until I get to a point where I can guess straight off my brain, sometimes I don't know what the word means or if it can have a double meaning. I know that's not the point, but until I get a better flow, sometimes like I'll Google like 1 or 2 words to figure out if this can mean something else so that in my brain I can correlate them a little bit better. Until I can do it straight off brain power, I be Googling them. I Google like a couple of the words. So like I Googled Saint Valentine because I'm like, Saint Valentine. Like what that ended up being, it was since the word was, it's only one of them a day. So I'm not giving nobody no answers right now. This one's over. But basically like Saint Valentine's Day, Saint Patrick's Day, like all of those days, Mother's Day, because I was thinking, I was like days, like holidays. Like I immediately was like, okay, after I figured out who Saint Valentine was, I was like, so I was like Saint Valentine's Day, Patrick's Day, Mother's Day, and then I was like what was the other day? Oh, President's Day. So that one all went together in a category, and then you have to just figure it out as you go. The next 2 categories was actually really hard. I did end up getting them, but it was really me guessing, because I was like, I don't know which category they fit into. So connections can be pretty hard. Like, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, people be so smart. Like, when I when I'm watching people do them, people will have TikToks of like them doing the connections and the wordles of the day. So it's interesting to watch people do it and see how their brain is operating like in real time. So it just be interesting to me. Okay, so that's been like my thing. Like, I don't know if I told y'all, I've been doing like crosswords and Sudoku. Sudoku has me stuck too. Like, I have a book that has different levels, and like, wow, there's other techniques to Sudoku that I haven't learned yet, where like you use like different, like, not process of elimination, but it's just different techniques that I'm not that advanced in Sudoku just yet. So I was like watching this YouTube video on like how to figure out like the Sudoku tricks and like what people use to like figure out what the numbers are. So that's like a whole different avenue also. So I've just been like, I guess, challenging myself a little bit more lately. I just use the oil-based cleanser. You're supposed to use it on dry skin. So, and that's the one from Josie Moran. So you just want to give your skin a good rub, allow the oil to bring the rest of the oil up, all that good jazz. I'm off work today, so I'm happy, very happy about that, y'all. I do need to really do my laundry, like, badly, but it's 8:50. I mean, I have time to do it. I just like doing my laundry in the morning. I'm such a morning person, so like if I don't do it in the morning, I won't do it at all. If I don't do it in the morning, because I feel like as the hours go on, the laundry room gets more busy and busy and busier. So I like to go at the early as I don't know what. So like I already have my washers, I already have like my little station, you know. But when it's busy, it's like I gotta run into a bunch of other people down there. It's like, ugh, I hate that. So you add a little bit of water, and then you continue just rubbing in. And then after this, I will use one more cleanser, and then I'll be done. I'm gonna use the, what's it called? Superfood cleanser. Youth to the people. Happy September, by the way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, baby, already. Paper towel, dry, of course. I know some people like the what's it called, best clean skin towels. I think, yeah, Camille has the clean skin towels, and I feel like I've used it before, but I wasn't the biggest fan because it just didn't soak up the water as well as I wanted it to. I think that's what it was. Like, I don't know, I have to use it again to figure it out. But I know like Aaliyah's Face, she raves about the clean skin towels. I have to give him another try, but I typically just do a paper towel. Nice and simple. Okay, next. What do I want to do for my, now mind you, I already did my skin routine for the day, for the morning, but since I had makeup on, it's like, girl, you gotta start over. So I'm going to use this Astora toner, Love. I told y'all this before, but if you like Laneige cream skin toner, you're gonna like Astora too. It's the same vibe, same moisturizing effect, same creamy milky vibe. Hold on. Whew. And I feel like that just got my mouth. That just got in my mouth. Yeah. And I feel like that bottle, you see how like glossy I look? Like I can just go and finish the rest, not the rest of my day, but I can go on and move on and forget that I didn't put anything on top of my face because it's so moisturizing. So I'm gonna let this dry down for a second. I think I'm gonna do a vitamin C this morning. Well, no, sometimes I don't know the rules just yet. Like I don't know if you can use what you can use after you use other things. I'm not gonna use different acids, or I know vitamin C, I feel like vitamin C is probably harmless, but last night I used a retinol. So sometimes I just go super simple with my skin routine after I do something like a retinol or something like that. But every once in a while I feel like my skin is like glowing a little bit. Every once in a while I'll try to incorporate my retinol. And the one that I have Dr. Dennis Gross. I have this one, this retinol. I also feel like I have something else. I sure do. I have the Ole Henriksen. I have this one, which I kind of forgot about, but this is also a retinol that I can alternate between. Yeah, baby, already. So in the morning, I will use either the vitamin C or I'll do the hyaluronic acid from CeraVe. CeraVe, not CeraVe. CeraVe. It's CeraVe. Yeah, CeraVe. Also, this is the glow recipe. I know the glow recipe kind of can go either way for me. Hyperskin also has a vitamin C that I use also. And I feel so bad for Hyperskin because I think that like the last time I checked, they were having some issues with like the manufacturers and tariffs and stuff like that, and it just sucks to see like stuff like that, like the tariffs and, you know, the different policies start to affect businesses, black businesses in particular, but it's just small black businesses also, because Hyperskin, they were in Sephora, but they're not in Sephora anymore, I don't think, which sucks because they probably aren't able to manufacture as much as they were. And I'm like, dang, like, it's crazy how fast stuff can change and how just things that are going on in the world can change your situation like this. Because now it's like, I don't know what she's going to do with the business now. I haven't checked their Instagram, but I haven't seen them on my For You page in a while. And it's just like, it makes me feel really bad. Because I'm like, Hyperskin, they were one of the first brands to invest in me as a creator. Like, they were one of the first brands to give me a chance, one of the first brands to pay me like what I was worth, pay me more than I thought I was worth at the time. Like, when I first started doing content, you don't really know your rates and stuff like that for the most part, unless you talk to other content creators to figure out what their rates are. You're kind of like guessing. You're kind of guessing for the most part. And it's also hard to put a rate on you because it's like, it differs based on who you are, based on what type of content you do, based on your own analytics and your own, like, you know, audience. It kind of just depends. So you also can't really depend on other people's rates to base your rates on other people's. It's kind of hard to figure out, and it's so taboo to talk about rates and talk about how much you got paid for this, you know, like just in life in general. People already don't really, you're not gonna go up to your coworker unless you're all really cool and ask them how much they get paid. Like, you know, sometimes it's not really like a regular comfortable practice that people do. So they were one of the first brands to like invite me to something. Like, I went to, when I literally drove to New York, I think it was to Brooklyn specifically, and we had like a picnic in the park. Like, that was so transformative for me. Like, I hold Hyperskin near and dear because I was like, oh my gosh, like, yes, I'm getting paid. Like, I was like, ah, like, that was just so exciting. So that whole thing was very like hard. I'm just like, oh, that sucks. Like, I will still continue repping their products. You know, everything that I still have, I still use faithfully. Their sunscreen, I feel like, is my favorite sunscreen. Like, this is the best sunscreen, I feel like. Hyper Daily. So if you ever get a chance to get your hands on Hyperskin, at least the sunscreen, that's the one I would like put at the top. If you ever want to try a black owned skincare brand, try their sunscreen, Hyper Daily. Yeah, so okay, I was kind of letting my skin dry as I was chatting, honestly, truly. So maybe I think I will do a, speaking of, I might as well just do the vitamin C. Like, I'm gonna just do the Hyperskin vitamin C at this point. And this one is the mini baby one. Only a little bit, you don't need a whole lot. A little goes a long way. But yeah, vitamin C. I would do a moisturizer, obviously, and a sunscreen. I guess I'll stick with the Hyperskin vibe at this point. I guess I will, and I'll just do their sunscreen and then figure out which moisturizer I want to use. Lately, I've been on the Versed. Honestly, like, some moisturizers I do like more than others, but for the most part, I told you this before, I kind of just use what I have. So it's like, use whatever moisturizer you like, but for the most part, I like, in my collection, I like this one the most as of right now. And then when this one runs out, I'll gravitate to another one. Honestly, one of my other favorites is the Drunk Elephant, but I stopped kind of using this a little bit because I didn't realize how expensive it was. They sent me this in PR, and I did not realize how expensive it was. When I looked it up, I was like, I'm not repurchasing that. Sorry, I'm not doing it. So it's like it's really good though. It's like it's really good, really moisturizing. So I be leaving that alone. You know, I just be like pulling that out on special occasion because I can't afford that right now. But I literally just use what I have in my cabinet, you know. And I have a couple different things, so I just alternate between them. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my skin routine and we'll make a matcha. I didn't decide on food at all. I don't know, but we're at least gonna make a matcha for sure. As a matter of fact, I'm about to go put the water on so it can get the not boiling, but it can get hot at least. Okay, matcha pour. I really do need to get like an actual matcha kit. Like the actual sifter, not the sifter, the actual matcha whisk. My window's open. Come on, child, just go. The actual matcha whisk, the matcha bowl. My goal lately has been not burning the matcha. Yum. Yum. I did add some of my syrup to the matcha before I poured it in. Okay. Wait for it. I'm about to go and take a little walkie walk. About to go do my ones and twos and ones and twos. Wait, hold on, let me see. What do I want to smell like? I'm gonna do Burberry Her. I feel like I don't look at this. Like, Morgan, please. I feel like I don't pull for Burberry Her that often. Very sweet. Like, this is the sweetest fragrance I own, I promise. Don't need a whole lot, child. But literally just a little walk because I canceled my class this morning because I wanted to do that content. So I was like, all right, I can't do both, child, because I'm not trying to rush the content and then to get the class, and also did not do my laundry. So I do have a class tomorrow morning. I booked the hot Pilates, which is the most strenuous class of the week. I always tell y'all that, like, that right there is the butt kicker. So I did book that one for tomorrow because tomorrow is Wednesday. And yeah, that's really the only class that I have booked. I'm wearing my red leggings, my Gap leggings, and I'm gonna put on a pair of sneakers. They have like little pockets, obviously just pocketing it up. So I'm gonna put on my sneakers. I'll probably end up wearing the fanny pack even though I have pockets. Maybe I don't need the fanny pack because I could just put my keys in one of the pockets and then my phone. Maybe that's what I'll do. And then my wallet though, I'll figure it out. Either way, I'll be right back. I did marinate some chicken. I just seasoned, not really marinade, but like I just seasoned it. Well, I guess that doesn't marinate. When I think about a marinade, I think about like a sauce, like you slather it in something, coat it, let it sit in something. That's kind of like the thought, but I know marinades can also just be a seasoning, like a dry marinade or like a dry rub. Anyway, oh my gosh, I'm getting out of here. Bye. I'm talking about any. Walk was swell. It was hotter than I thought it was gonna be, but I didn't put a bra on necessarily. So like obviously, like I could have walked with this on, which I probably had, but I'm sure I had before. But I just felt really weird about taking my jacket off. But I was sweating, so I'm about to hop in the shower now. Yeah, hop in the shower. I did tell y'all before I left that I marinated some chicken, so I'm gonna make like basically like chicken and rice, basically. So I'm gonna pan sear the chicken in a cast iron skillet, and then I will transfer that into a dish, add some cream of chicken soup, bake it in the oven, make some rice on the side. I think that I've officially gotten the rice, by the way. If I haven't told y'all that yet, I think I've officially pretty much gotten the rice. I tried this technique that this guy that I found on Instagram, I think he was like Japanese or something, and he was like, let me show y'all how to make rice. And then ever since I've been using his method, my rice has been the best it's ever been. That's the closest I've ever gotten to it being perfect, is by using his method. So we're gonna try it again. Hopefully we'll be able to, I just have to perfect it down to like the minute and to like the measurement. Everything has to be like perfect. But yeah, take my shower, see y'all later. Okay, dinner is just about done. Y'all gotta see what I mean though. Okay, the rice is looking better than ever. Like, y'all should be so proud of me. The rice, it's fine. It's not really soggy. It's kind of like right in the middle, sort of. It's not really, it's not soggy, but it's not burnt at the bottom either. It's kind of like maybe it could have gone on for like another minute, maybe. But it's still, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Because then I have a little chicken and, what'd you call it? Chicken and cream of chicken soup or whatever. But basically this will go on top of that. Y'all know the vibe already. And that's dinner. I'm so proud of my rice accomplishments. So that'll be that. And yeah, I'm hot. It's so hot in here. Oh my gosh. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. This morning I just had some grapes. I have some iced coffee. I tried to eat some crackers or something just to put something in my stomach before my class, but I don't feel like cooking nothing. I was gonna make some sausages or maybe some toast, but nothing was clicking. So I'm just gonna probably rock out. This week, tomorrow, we're supposed to be hanging out with the girls tomorrow. Possibly. I hate when I introduce stuff and it doesn't happen, so I try not to. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing yet because I don't want it to not happen. But we were supposed to be linking me, Tana, and Tyra tomorrow. Excuse me, because I have to work today, but I'm off tomorrow, so we'll be able to do something cute. Also, Saturday, Camille is hosting her 200th Solidcore class. Girl, I haven't been back since I went to that one. Like, Solidcore is intense. So I'm constantly like, shout out to the girls that do Solidcore because that is crazy. So Camille doing her 200th class is insane. What an accomplishment. So she's partnered with them before, so she's gonna be partnering with them again, and she's gonna be like getting footage and stuff like that, like making content out of it. So I think that should be fun, should be different. So I'm off on Saturday so that we can do that, or I can do that with her. And it should be fun, you know what I'm saying? It should be very fun. My piercing is really bothering me, so I'm highly considering taking it out. Like, I'm starting to feel like it's not worth it. Like, I'm sitting here, every day it's a struggle. Every day I'm like trying to figure out what's wrong with it, or see if it's like trying to keloid. And I'm like, yo, I'm looking at other people's piercings like online. I'll see they have a tragus. I'm like, yo, why can't mine just heal? Like, I think my body is trying to reject it, which I guess is kind of like what bodies do. I don't know. Some bodies don't like piercings, I guess. But I was hoping it would just heal, but it's been months now. So I'm like, how long am I supposed to give it? How long should I be uncomfortable for before I'm just like, forget it? So it's a constant issue, like every day. Like, not even every day, because sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it's fine. Maybe it just has like a little bit of like a little bump on it, like that could potentially just go away. Like, that's what I'd be hoping for. But then it does the opposite. It scabs up and then it starts to like hurt, and I'm just like, yo, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do, but I'm highly considering just taking it out because I can't. I'm trying not to quit on it, but goodness gracious, like, I don't know how long I'm supposed to wait. Anyway, so that's been like my annoyance these past like 2 days. But it's 8:37. My class is at 9:30, so I'm just gonna put something on. I already kind of like, I just put a headband on, pinned my hair up, and just so that this is like my sweatband basically. So that's gonna be out of the way. I'm thinking it'll probably poof up because my hair was blow dried. I just put flexi rods on it and some mousse. I used mousse this time, a little bit of mousse, and flexi rods, and it came out like looking kind of like curlier than, like, I feel like I like the curls of it when I did it. So I'm just gonna chill up until then, put some clothes on in a little bit, and then I'll be out of the door. Okay, bye. Okay, this is what we got. Think. I'm doing the knickerboppers, you know. I told you already this is a hot class, so I try. Sometimes I like to do shorts. Sometimes I just do like something else because it gets like slippery. They be having the ball and the what's it called, the yoga bands, and it just gets kind of annoying. I like these shirts for it because I don't have to wear a bra and I still feel protected. So that's what we got. I kind of have it tucked in, which is, I guess, a choice. I kind of just left it tucked in. Okay. And then my black headband. Okay, let me get out of here officially. Class was great. Like, I told myself I want to try, I don't know if I explained this to you already, but I want to try to work out 4 times a week. The last time I was trying to do 3. Just admitting something about myself. If I don't want to do something, I will not. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to really get better at it because I do think that some things are worth the challenge. They are worth the energy, the effort, the output, the results. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that I'm so used to just being like, I don't want to do it. And then I don't do it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to be better with myself. I'm trying to be more disciplined. I want to try and do 4 times a week. It's like I can't keep complaining about like my physical body, and like I can't keep complaining and saying like I would love to be more toned and I would love to if you're not doing anything about it. That's like, you know what I mean? It's just silly. I'm just talking myself, I'm just irritating myself and not doing anything about it. Like, girl, please. Please, 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 please. So what I'm going to do right now, I had this random thought that I wanted, like I was on the phone with my sister and I was like, have you ever had Shakshuka? I think that's how you pronounce it. I had Shakshuka. I think that's how you pronounce it. Wait, do I have any? I wish I had some ricotta. I really wish I had some ricotta. Or some mozzarella. I wonder if this tomato pesto is good. The tomato pesto was holding strong. Wow. I love that for me. Excuse me. I do need an eggy. Some butter. But I was talking to my sister. I'm like, have you ever had Shakshuka? And my first time, basically what Shakshuka is, I was introduced to it like a year ago. And basically what it is it's like tomato sauce. It's kind of like I guess it's breakfast. It's probably better, it's probably more of a brunchy vibe. If you like a savory breakfast, everything is like coming full circle, because in my head, this came from, I came across this account that she was just showing different savory breakfasts that she's been enjoying. It's like, it'll be random stuff. I do love a random breakfast. I will make some scrambled eggs, put some cherries over here, some spinach and mushrooms, and then on the other side I have some cottage cheese, and then I got a half an English muffin. Like, I love having a variety of different things going on. And I saw this page where she was just like making random stuff, like not random stuff, but her breakfast would look just like that, but more like unique things. Like, she'll just be having like sardines. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen the sardine thing going on. Apparently canned sardines are very expensive now. The last time I had sardines, they were definitely more on the cheap side. You know, you just kind of get them just to have. But now, like, I guess going to Trader Joe's, they're saying like one can of sardines be like $4 or $5. But I'm like, wow, that is definitely much different than what I remember growing up. But again, her plate will just be filled with the most random different things, but each thing obviously has a purpose. Like, it'll be like I want to say sauerkraut, but I don't mean to say sauerkraut. What's the other one? Kimchi. It'll be like kimchi, and then it'll be cottage cheese, and then she'll have some avocado, and it'll be the most random things. So basically, I came across her video, and she had like this like tomato sauce, but like she had beans, and I think it was like butter beans, and then she had like some spinach in it. Like, it was just like a little paste situation, and I'm like, that kind of reminded me of Shakshuka. And then I tried to make like I literally made beans and like tomato sauce. Like I just wanted something extra, but I kind of was like, okay, I need some beans in some fiber in my diet. I was on the phone with my sister. I'm like, have you ever had shakshuka? Again, it's tomato, it's egg. I think they'll put like ricotta in it. I think some people, well, they'll use different cheeses, but for the most part, the base is a tomato sauce, like a tomato paste, some tomatoes, and you crack like some eggs inside of it. Let the eggs simmer. You let the eggs cook in the tomato sauce, and usually, like when I had it the first time, it'll be like a piece of bread, and you can just like scoop the tomato out. I had it in Miami also earlier this year, so like I would love some shakshuka. Like I was literally just on TikTok. I was like, how do you make it again? Like somebody tell me how to make it, because I would absolutely make that at home. I really wish I had the right sauces, some ricotta, stuff like that. But I ended up, like I said, I made like beans in a tomato sauce, and I actually had some of it yesterday. But I was like, maybe I'll reheat that and then crack an egg inside of it and kind of like give myself that feel. Give myself a shakshuka feel. I have some tomato sauce, some Prego in my pantry, but maybe just like a little bit of this. Ah! Hey! Ah! No, I don't need that much. Like I don't need all of that. I probably should. I've been putting I got some roses. Tink. I've been just leaving them on the stove, honestly. But I'm gonna move this pan to a different burner, a low simmer burner. I don't need that much flame. I really don't. I just want everything to just simmer nicely and cool, you know. So I'm gonna put some tomato sauce in the pan. Boom. Maybe I should use green pesto and not. I don't have all the ingredients for shakshuka necessarily, but I'm just gonna make like a version of shakshuka, just something similar. Like it'll have that same, girl. Ah, my body. It'll have that same feel though. You know what I mean? It'll have that same feel. I'm gonna crack an egg inside. I think I need more tomato sauce than this, but I'm just gonna use my leftovers from yesterday. Just literally a random concoction of things. I know y'all can't see. Lo siento. You know what I mean? Forgive me, forgive me. These are like some beans in here. Literally yesterday, like I just love a random concoction of stuff. I actually really do. I'm gonna add some more sauce. But yesterday at work, I made my clients meatball subs. So I literally put some of the meatballs in I just took some meatballs home. And I was like, maybe I'll just use this for something. So my shakshuka has meatballs in it. And I'm just literally gonna break them up. I just always feel like I need a protein. You know what I mean? Like I can never just eat. Like I'm like, I need something else inside of it, you know? So I'm not gonna use all of that. Literally, it's literally just, this is what I took home. It's literally beans, tomato sauce. I had some tomato paste in here, garlic, chicken broth, and I just had it on the side. Literally the most random concoction. Like I really wish I had a good veggie. If I had some spinach, that would be perfect. I would literally just let the spinach simmer in the sauce. Like, oh, that would be so good. I'm gonna add a little bit more tomato sauce, like that. I'm gonna show y'all in a second. I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show y'all in a second. I really wanted to make a matcha, not gonna lie. But I was like, matcha and shakshuka? Like, say, girl, please, like, you don't need a matcha right now. Sometimes, like, you really just want something because you see it. Because I saw first of all, I need a new one. This is not a good quality wig. I think I got this from, like, Amazon some time ago. I'm trying to move y'all up, but my bag's in the way. Okay. But this is not a good quality, like, whisk at all. It's really not. I just haven't purchased a matcha kit with, like, you know, it'll have like the matcha whisk. It'll have like the matcha whisk holder. It'll have the matcha bowl. Like I don't have a matcha bowl. Like I just be using what I have in my kitchen. Matcha still be good though, no shade. You know what, I should make a matcha. But I just feel like that's just so random right now. like matcha and tomato sauce. Like, I don't know. I just can't. Some stuff you just don't do. Some stuff just don't sound right. Alright, I'm going to show y'all what I mean. Again, beware. Because it has meatballs in it. Which is probably good, though. Like, I feel like it's still going to be good. I'm not going to, like, season. I keep wasting utensils. I'm not going to add any. Well, maybe I'll. You know what? I will add pesto. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so basically I'll just crack an egg literally right in the middle. And then what you do is you just cover it, let the egg cook over top of the sauce. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, it has meatballs. I have some beans in here. Literally, they were like cannelli. What's the white bean called? I think just white beans. I didn't have butter beans like the girl did in the TikTok I was referencing. Okay, and then when I was looking up on TikTok to see how to make it, other people had like ricotta, or I think they may have used like it was like grated, it was some other type of cheese, but just different types of cheeses. I love ricotta. I love ricotta. Just had to let y'all know that I wish I had some ricotta. But I'm just gonna keep it pretty simple. Like I said, crack the egg inside, let it simmer, cover it up. And I guess the egg is just supposed to be like easy. It's usually easy over. It's considered an easy over egg. But basically they'll give you some bread, like I said, and then I'm going to put some pictures on the screen if I didn't say it already. But basically, like, I've had it one time last year for the first time, and then I had it earlier in Miami. And I would, like, this can be my go-to. Like, I will make this again tomorrow because I do have some more of my meatball concoction from yesterday that I made. Also, what I made chia seed oat milk. I told y'all this already, right? Didn't I tell y'all this? Because this stuff gives me the heebie-jeebies typically. I didn't finish it. It's literally like a little bit more than half of it left. And what I did with it the last time I made it is when I used it, I just put it in my oatmeal. And then I just mixed it up, and it was just like, I usually add oat milk to my oatmeal anyway. So it's just chia seed oat milk, you know. So I just mixed it all up together. It was cool. I didn't have any complaints. I didn't taste the chia seeds necessarily. And that was fine for me. What should I do now? Pesto. So I was debating on which pesto I wanted to use. Let me see. Is the green pesto good? I've been having these pestos for a minute. What does it say? I should probably check it. Oh, it says June 2027. Look fine to me. So I'm about to drop a couple globs of pesto in it. If you guys haven't tried tomato, well, any pesto, but specifically tomato pesto, I like putting in my eggs anyway. So, you know, that's too much. Let's do some baby globs. Baby globs, Morgan. Dink. 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 Cool. Maybe one more. And then I'm going to pop that egg right in the middle. I don't know how long it has to cook for. I guess I would just eyeball it. Tomato pesto. I got the both of them. Also, I like a pesto pasta too. That's good to me too. Pesto pasta. I should have just made the matcha. But I think in my head, I think I don't, like, I want something else to drink. Like, you know? Class was good. I drank my full gallon, not my gallon. I drank my full container of water. So my yeti. You know, that's if anyone knows where I get that from, that would be iconic. But yeti. That's from the Backyardigans. It's like this one episode where they were like in the snow and they were looking for like a Yeti monster, I guess. I don't know. But all I remember is Yeti. Okay, anyway. So anytime I say Yeti, but this is what I had earlier. Cool. So I guess like I can treat myself. Okay, I have my water. I have my cup of water. I am going to finish that and then drink something else. Maybe an Alleyoop. Y'all know I love an Alleyoop. I'm gonna put this in here. I only have one Alleyoop left though, and it is the banana one, banana cream. I know that one's really controversial. I feel like that's probably the most controversial Alleyoop is the banana cream, banana soda. Like, you know, you ever have like a banana Laffy Taffy? Like, no one likes those. Okay, they're not good, but I actually do like the banana cream Alleyoop. I could just be biased, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna drink an iced tea. Just gonna drink an Arizona and call it a day. But I'm gonna eat my food. I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like at the end when all is said and done. But I've been yapping a little bit too much. I'm excited to talk to y'all, I guess. I'm off today, so like that's always a plus. This headband is still kind of wet from class. I need to take it off for real. Yeah, it's still kind of damp. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, today is the first Eagles game of the season. They are playing the Cowboys. Some of y'all may know this already. We are tailgating, allegedly, you know. And it's so funny because don't come at me for this either, because I really didn't know that you have to pay to tailgate. Like, I've never been to a tailgate before, but in my mind, my perception of a tailgate was always like a bunch of people pull up to a lot and they just drink together before the game starts. Like that was always my thought. It was never like, okay, you have to pay for a parking spot. Like, I never, obviously capitalism, but like I never thought about it that deeply, honestly. My first initial thought was just that, oh, you got to pull up, everyone's just out having a good time. Like, that was just the thought. So learned something new the other day, and one of my guy friends, he bought a parking space, so he invited me and my friends to tailgate with him and his friends, and they'll have a bunch of people there because he said he invited a bunch of people. So that should be fun. This will be, like I said, my first tailgate. I'm just not looking forward to like the drive and the traffic and like getting out there. Like, I'm just really not looking forward to it. I mean, I'm really not looking forward. Like, I'm dreading that. If I could get dropped off, or I was telling Tyra, if I could take the train, that would make my entire day. Like, if I could take the train, but we're gonna have like chairs, like, you know, you want to sit somewhere when you're at the tailgate. So I'm like, we don't want to carry lugging around the chairs on the train. Like, that's annoying. Like, that looks stupid and dumb. But like, not really, but like, I would hate that a whole lot. Like, oh, excuse me. Go home, Roger. You know what I mean? Go home, Roger. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Cracking the egg in. Ah! Okay. Okay. Maybe I should put it back on the other burner, like the higher burner. Because you definitely want that to cook all the way. I have gotten egg phobia before, or whatever. I don't know what you would call it, but when like you're just thinking too much about it and it's just disgusting. Never mind, I'm not even gonna say that, but I have been very disgusted by an egg before, so I definitely want to make sure. Oh my god, I just turned it up a little bit. I definitely want to make sure that's cooked. Like I said, you want to cover it so that it can cook. The steam can cook everything. But yeah, so I guess we'll be driving and trying to figure out everything later on. Hopefully it's not too hectic, because I get very overwhelmed sometimes. Like, hopefully it's not too hectic, but should be fun. We're gonna do a little tailgating later on, and I will talk to you. Well, I'm gonna show y'all what the food looks like when it's all said and done, and then we'll kind of continue on with the day. Okay, it doesn't look as good. But this is basically it. I was trying not to get the ick, so I really left it in here a little bit longer. I cannot get an egg ick because I will. So, but yes, there it is. I do feel like plating it is a whole different beast. I don't know what that is. It sounds like a bird, but then it sounds like a pig. Anyway, plating it is a whole different beast. Like, how do I transfer it perfectly from the pan into my bowls? I'm going to use my Walmart bowls. I love these. It's a plate. What is that sound? Okay, final product. I just toasted a piece of potato bread, but I kind of broke the egg up in there a little bit. Again, I really needed to make sure that it was going to be cooked. Like, none of the egg yolk, not the egg yolk, but the egg white was all good. And that's what we have with my iced tea. So, okay, I'm gonna go eat. Bye. Okay, change of plans. Because the tailgating was getting more and more annoying by the minute. Like, just trying to figure out where to park and where to go, and like where to put our cars and where to meet up and how far we would have to walk and whether we're bringing the chairs and taking the train. And I told y'all we didn't want to walk. We didn't want to take the train with our chairs and all that other type of stuff. So we ended up just being like, all right, what else can we do? Now, I asked Camille the other day what she was doing, and she was going to this lounge type of situation where they were like playing the game, and like it was going to be like a cute little vibe, whatever. So she had sent me that flyer a couple of days ago. I just was like, you know what, my friend is going here, or I said Camilla's going here, sent that to them. They said, okay, let's just do that. So that's what we're doing. We're going to a lounge called Prestige. Now, I just kind of put on anything, I guess, because I didn't necessarily have green. I have a green shirt that says a camera changed my life or something like that, but I stained it. Like, it's kind of like bleached around the collar, and I typically just wear it to work for the most part. So I was like, I'm not gonna wear that. I think I should put y'all down some. I don't think I'm gonna be able to see me if I back up. Hold on, my tripod is still kind of on the high side, but I literally just went simple instead. Like, I'm like, you know what, since I don't have green, I'll just wear white. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it cool. Now, it is like not blurry, it is a little bit windy outside, so I just opted for a little sweater. So that's what we got, and I'm just gonna, I was gonna wear like my green shoulder bag, but I don't feel like, it's kind of like big. I don't really feel like carrying that. So that's what we got, and that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna bring my camera. I'm probably not, because I don't know if they're gonna be like bag searching. I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like a lounge, I should be fine, but I would be very annoyed if I have to go and put my camera in the car. Like, I'm gonna be annoyed. So it's like, do I feel like doing that to myself? Like, I'm already gonna be, that's gonna irritate me. But I don't know. So either way, I'll just capture some footage. Camille says she'll be leaving to go there at 7:30, so it's literally going on, what is it? It's going on 6:30 at this point. So I'm probably going to be leaving in a little bit, pick up Tyra, meet my sister there, and it should be a cute little vibe. Hopefully. Okay, switch the entire outfit. Please ignore the clicking. I'm watching a video right now. But switch the entire outfit. These leggings are old. They're shorts from, I think, is it Meniere de, yeah, it's Meniere de Revoir. This shirt is like I said, the same shirt, and I just put this green cargo jacket on because the leggings are kind of see-through. If y'all can, it's like a little see-through. So I didn't want my butt out like that. We're taking the train, by the way, so I think that's also why I switched. I didn't want to be uncomfortable, but okay.
Or just border there or whatever.
I don't want my nails in it. I never repainted them. Who taking it? Oh, I'm screaming like. Y'all are in the sink right now because I need to get out of here. I'm getting ready to leave out for work, but something was on my brain, particularly that thing being the conversation with Tabitha. Y'all are in my sink. Did I say that already? Anyway, and also I'm gonna get into yesterday and the Eagles game and all that stuff and that whole night. I'm gonna get into that tomorrow because I'm rushing. I should be leaving out for work now. I'm just literally making the shakshuka again. I feel like I should back y'all up or something, but I don't have time to like Morgan. But basically what I was saying was I've been seeing some stuff about Tabitha Brown, and every like other month she's getting dragged for something. Do I like that? Not really. You know what I mean? I feel like with Tabitha Brown, I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out if I want to, should I make an iced coffee? Should I make a coffee? It's literally 11:20 in the morning. I did not have anything to eat or drink or nothing. But anyway, the thing with Tabitha Brown is kind of annoying because I truly feel like Tabitha is not trying to, I feel like she has good intentions. I feel like with the things that she says, she gets dragged for something every other month. And if you guys know Dominique Morgann on TikTok, she's a trans woman. She has such good opinions. Like, I love people who have an opinion about everything, a good opinion about, well, I'm not saying all of her opinions I would agree with. I don't know all of her opinions, but I enjoy listening to people who generally has something good to say and that always gives some perspective, some nuance, brings nuance to conversations. I enjoy stuff like that. And Dominique Morgan always has an opinion about something. Now, what I was going to say was, I saw her talking about Tabitha Brown and just like why Tabitha is getting dragged, and she was talking about how, like, you know, Dominique Morgan had her own opinion, but I went to go watch the video that everyone was upset about. And she was talking about, basically Tabitha Brown is suggesting that you go back to work, like she was basically saying, if your dream is not working out, if it's not coming true, you may need to consider also getting a 9-to-5. And I think that a lot of us are, a lot of people, a lot of influencers and people who are creatives and artists and people are trying to juggle multiple things. Like if you if you're trying to run a business, you're trying to run your dream, you may have to work a 9-to-5 also to fund that dream. That's always been a concept. So I think that Tabitha Brown has a good intentions with what she says. I really do think that she doesn't mean any harm with the things that she to the conversations that she wants to contribute to, but people don't want to hear that their dreams are not coming true. Like, people don't want to be told that they should probably put their dream on a back burner, or they should put their dream to the side if they're struggling in that dream. And that's kind of like what I was kind of hearing when it came to the video. I don't think Tabitha Brown, again, had like a bad intention. I don't think that she was like trying to be malicious or telling you that you're a loser, so you should quit. Like, it just kind of like, it wasn't given that. But I think that people don't like to be told that they may be failing at something. Not failing, but people don't like to be told that something's not working out. And I think that a lot of people heard that immediately, and they're like, they have Tabitha Brown placed on a certain pedestal, so they're not hearing what she's saying in a regular way. They're not taking her opinion and hearing it as someone who's actually trying to help them. They're thinking, okay, you're already successful. Who are you to tell me? Like, people have a perception of Tabitha Brown that is influencing their opinion in how they receive it. Like, I don't think people want to hear from someone who's already successful telling them that they should tone it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't generally want to hear that. Even, I talked about this in my newsletter. My dad had asked me, the last time I was with him, he asked me like, oh, well, what are you going to do? And he's asked me this before, but he's like, well, what do you want to do if content creation like doesn't work out? Like, what's your backup plan? Like, honestly, like, my brain already reads that as negative. Like, when that question first comes in, my brain picks that up as, you doubt me, so you're asking me this question. Like, my brain automatically registers there. And I think that is what a lot of other people, hold on, let me get my bag. I think a lot of other people are picking up on that thought the same way. Like, immediate negativity. I think people are just picking up on that as completely negative, as opposed to accepting what it is that Tabitha is saying. And sometimes, again, it can just be read wrong. Like Dominique Morgan was saying, right message, wrong messenger. Like, people don't want to hear that you should quit. Not quit, because I don't even think that's what Tabitha was saying either. I just think that she was saying you may want to find another route if you're struggling, because that's one thing that Tabitha was mentioning in her video. Like, she was saying, if you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, then you may want to start thinking about other avenues and stuff like that. And I think that, what is there to disagree about? You know what I mean? Like, if you're struggling in something, maybe it is time to start being like, okay, how can I incorporate something else, or make sure that I have a backup plan that I feel secure in, that is not going to leave me struggling in the way that I'm struggling now. What Tabitha Brown also mentioned was, if you, like, it's not for everyone at the same time. Like, and that's true. It may take a couple trials and tribulations for some people to realize that business entrepreneurship is not for them either. It literally does require a certain type of person, a certain skill. We talk all day, every day about how some people should not own businesses. Some people, especially, I'm thinking about service-based businesses in my brain. Like, some people do not need to be running a hair salon. Some people do not need to be offering services for anything, because they do not have the personality type. They do not have the skill that's required to run a business. So, like, sometimes maybe you do need to pivot, and, like, people just don't want to hear that. And me included, I don't want to hear that I should be thinking about something else. I don't want nobody in the world telling me that I should be like thinking about another avenue. I should be planning for a plan B. Like, I don't want to hear that. And I think that automatically that comes off as negative to people. And, you know, I think that that's just how it is with Tabitha. And I think that her opinions are not reading the same because she's positioned herself in a place that people are not relating to anymore. People are, this climate is not, we don't live in a good climate right now. Like, everyone's, well, not everyone, but a lot of people are struggling. So no one wants to hear that, like, their dream and something else that they really want to accomplish, and they are reaching for the stars for this thing. No one wants to hear that they're failing at that thing. No one wants to hear that, oh man, I may be stuck in my 9 to 5. I may not be able to pivot in the way that my heart desires. Like, people don't want to hear that. So it's just like, I think that Tabitha, maybe she should give her opinions a little bit less. And it kind of sucks though, because I'm kind of back and forth on it, but like when you have a certain spotlight and you're constantly being dragged about something, people naturally may want to pull away. You know what I mean? Like, she may not ever want to give her opinion again. Like, she may come to a point where she's like, you know what, forget it. I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm just going to give my daily motivational messages and leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she may come to that point, and then it's kind of like not fair to people who are actually receiving her messages well. She may come to a point where she's like, you know what, never mind. I'm just not going to say anything. And who pops in my head just now? Morninggg. Because, and I know that's probably so random, but like, she was like, there was a point where she was like getting dragged for random things, and she's just like, being an influencer is like not she was like getting depressed, you know, or seemingly being a very sad about like how people are perceiving her. And it's like, when you're constantly being not targeted, but when you're constantly like not doing something right, people automatically will be like, you know what, let me retreat. People automatically will jump into their shells. And I just don't want that to be the thing for Tabitha, because I do think that she means well. Like, I do think that Tabitha Brown is not trying to like discourage people. And I think that maybe she just needs to do things a little bit differently. And Dominique Morgan said that, like, maybe she needs to discuss with her team how to pivot, like how to, like, maybe this was an opportunity to do things differently. Maybe she should have hosted a panel with other Black entrepreneurs and other Black women to give tips on this. Or I even saw a comment under the video where they were like, do you offer any sort of mentorship for Black women and people who are trying to get into this avenue? Like, there may be a pivot required for Tabitha herself, because people are just, they're not going to be receiving her messages well. And I think that when you're receiving messages from someone who already is successful in your eyes, things are not going to land the same. It's just kind of like the name of the game. Things are not going to land the same. People are going to be like, well, you already rich, so why are you telling us to quit? You chase your dreams. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people may be receiving it in that way. But again, I just don't think that Tabitha means any harm in the things that the tips and advice that she is giving. Personally, like the Tabitha Brown that we grew up with, I just don't think that, not grew up with, but the person that we were introduced to in the beginning, sweet, kind, affectionate and warm and like loving, like that's who Tabitha Brown is in my brain. So I just don't picture someone like that trying to talk down on you. Like, that's not what this is. But a lot of people are just, the climate of today's world is not going to allow people to receive it the way that she probably intends. So anyway, happy Saturday. It's going on 10:30. I think I told you already, I have the class that I'm taking, the Solidcore. Not looking forward to it at all. but you know, we're trugging along. The class is in about 2 hours. So I was supposed to be going out to eat afterwards. Not afterwards, but later. Like, after I came home, I was supposed to go out to eat. But it's supposed to rain later. It's just like, kind of ruined my whole day. But that was the reason I just painted my nails really quickly. I kept it still light. I don't know if I told y'all I stained my nails. Did I tell you that? I need a base coat for my polishes, so I stained my nails. They were kind of like, they kind of had this ugly yellow tint, like some of them. So I've been keeping it still pretty light, like for the most part. I was doing like a baby pink, and then I'm not gonna do like my red, like my dark colors, until I get a base coat, a base polish. I did have to order some more spray, but yeah. So, but yeah, I guess today should be a good day. I'm trying to like pump myself up for it. Like, Morgan, you'll be fine. It's just Solidcore, you know. You'll be fine. But yeah, it should be a good day. I'm just gonna like vibe out. I'm literally just gonna wear this black, it's not even a set, it's just a black shirt from my shirt from Fabletics actually, and then I have like a pair of leggings. I think I got them from Target, they old child, but I'm gonna just do all black, keep it cute. I'm gonna try to leave a little bit early because I don't think parking down there is the best, and class starts at 12:30. So I'm about to look up actually how far it is from me. I feel like it might be like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna try to leave a little bit earlier. So that should be it for now. When I'm dressed and stuff, I'll be back. It's about 30 minutes away. So I'll be back in a little, and then I will update y'all. Okay, the other day for the Eagles game, I told y'all, sorry, I'm stretching. I told y'all we were already back and forth between the tailgate, between just a lounge, carrying the chairs, like all of that was already annoying as it is. So we ended up getting closer to the time. We decided to go to this lounge. Cool. We get to the lounge. First red flag. Mind you, none of us had ever been to this place before. It was called what was it called? Prestige. So we get to the lounge or whatever, and you know, when you first walk in, everything is fine. It's just like an open bar situation. There was barely no bar stools. There may have been maybe like 5 bar stools, and they were all already sat in for the most part. So you know, you kind of keep walking. There's a bar in the back also. The back bar is where everything is mainly being held. They have like, it's all lit up. It's a bunch of like TVs. It's sections. You know, you can tell that they were getting ready for people to come in or whatever. So again, the back bar section, the back bar area was the main event. That was going to be where everyone was primarily going to be. They had some music playing. Again, the game's about to come on, so everyone's just kind of like crowding around in the back bar area. There's not really many people in the front, but there's nowhere to sit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's kind of just standing around. We're not getting a section. Like, it's just like, girl, I'm not buying a section at this. We wasn't trying to buy no section. I think that's the annoying part about today's society. Like, I just want to sit down. They're like, oh, girls don't wear heels to the club anymore. It's nowhere to sit. Like, well, not saying we would wear heels to there anyway, but that's just an example. Like, people be saying, oh my gosh, girls are not wearing heels anymore. There's not a space. The clubs are not creating a space where women are feeling comfortable in general. Like, they're not catering to women at all. Period. Point blank, period. So when you get in there, you know, again, we're walking through, we're just kind of like, okay, it's nowhere to sit. We go back to the front area where there's like the bar stools. It's not a whole lot going on up there, but there are tables. We see an empty table. I said, I said, okay, so we go walk up to the empty table, and it's 3 of us at the time. It's me, Tyra, and Montana. So we get to the empty table, and we start putting our stuff down. This is the only empty table in the row. And at first we were wondering, like, okay, I wonder, are these paid tables? Because y'all know how stuff goes. Like, is this like a section that you have to reserve these? So I'm kind of, none of us really know. So we just still kind of like gathering, putting our stuff down at the table. The woman in the table next to us, she's like starts saying something. We looking over, and we like, huh? Because again, it's music playing. We didn't really know what she was saying. We like, wait, what'd you say? And she ends up getting out that someone is sitting here. And I'm just like, and we all looking at each other, and Montana, like, not saying short fuse, but she just kind of like, oh, well, they left. Like, you know, just kind of like, they not here. So it's just like, you holding the table. So Montana turns around and asks the table on the other side of us if they paid to be at that table. Because it's like, obviously, if someone paid for this table, we're going to move. Like, this is y'all table, respectfully. But the girl at the other table said, no, like, we didn't pay, we just came and sat. So Montana and Tyra like, girl, we sitting down. Like, you talk about you trying to hold a table for somebody. they're not here. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just kind of such a weird interaction. And I started thinking in my head, like, maybe before they got up, they probably asked them, like, hey, like, can you just hold this table for us? Like, you know how you do that with a stranger sometimes? Like, if someone's in line with you, you're like, hey, like, can you hold my spot? I'll be right back. Like, you may do something like that. So I'm thinking that maybe that person, the girls that were sitting at this table probably did that to that lady. And she was probably trying to help them out. That was my thought. But girl, it's nowhere to sit in here. So it's like, I don't know how much pull you expected that to have. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we all just sat down. Like, you know what? This is our table now. I'm sorry. No one ever came up to us or anything. Like, no one ever said, hey, like, we were sitting here. Like, it never turned into that. But it was a weird start to the night in general. Because I was already like, this is already kind of awkward. Like, what is this lady talking about? Anyway, we keep going. No, there's no bartender at the bar that's in front of us with the bar stools. There's no bartender. People are just sitting at the bar. They seem to already have drinks. Like, maybe they got their drinks from the back bar. We don't know what's going on. So, but we don't see any staff. We don't see any workers. You can't really tell who is who. Tyra ends up getting up and going to the back where, like, it's mainly, like, lit at. And she's, like, looking for someone to help us out. They end up saying, like, somebody's going to be up there to help us out, to take our food orders because they have food. So we're just like, okay, Tyra comes back. We all just sitting around dilly-dally and twiddling our thumbs. You know what I'm saying? So we just kind of like, oh, la 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 la, waiting for somebody to come over and assist us. Da 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 da. We looking like this. Da, 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 da. No one comes. Time goes on, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Like, time just goes on. We're like, yo, it's getting kind of irritating. No one's coming up to us. Tyra keeps kind of getting up. I end up having to go to the bathroom. You know, like, we all just kind of like getting a little like, all right, like, where are the people at? Because it's annoying. Tyra's other friend was on her way. They wanted hookah. So we're like, there's nowhere to order hookah. We see other people with it. Finally, they get a bartender. Finally, they get like a bartender or someone to come and be at the bar now. There's finally someone at the bar. There's still no one coming to the tables, but there's somebody at the bar. So we go over to the bar. The lady at the bar, we're like, is there someone coming around to take food orders? She's like, yeah, there will be someone coming around. Time goes on, time goes on. Like, it's already just like, yo, this is so unorganized. Like, I'm already in my head, like, this is annoying. At this point, the game has started, right? The game has started, you know, whatever. I don't really care that much about watching the game. I mean, I'm watching it. Like, I will watch it, but it's just kind of like, I'm not like, yeah, go Eagles. Like, it's not that deep to me. So I'm sitting there minding my business, looking at the game. The sound goes out. So there's no sound back here. I'm like, yo, they're doing it, and in my head, I'm just like, yo, they're doing this on purpose. Like, y'all got us in the back. I think they wanted everybody to be in the back area with the sections. I think that's really what was going on. Because I'm like, how is the sound messing up? Like, how is there no sound? Now, granted, of course, you can still watch the game with no sound. You can see when flags are thrown. You can see when somebody scores. Like, whatever. You don't really need the sound 100%. But it was still kind of annoying because I'm just like, we just sitting back here in silence. Like, you know, it's just kind of like, oh my God, like, this is so annoying. Like, things just kept, mind you, I wasn't really even complaining at this point. Like, at this point, everything was just in my brain. I'm still just chilling. I was telling Montana afterwards, I'm like, I was just kind of happy to be with the girls. Like, we all just kind of chilling. This finally made it out the group chat. Like, it felt more like that. So I wasn't really complaining out loud as much. Tyra was getting irritated. Which is like, I understand because stuff was just piling on. Again, very unprofessional. There was no one helping us. There was no one coming to get the drinks. There was no one coming around with the food. The TV's messing up. Like, it's just kind of like, yo. She also wanted to tailgate too. So it's like, we could have done something else. Like, it just was kind of like, everything was getting annoying. It was also raining. Right. It was also raining. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. So we just kind of sitting there again. Finally, someone comes around and starts to take our orders. Everything is super slow. We ordered drinks. I say, I just want a Sprite. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just give me a Sprite. Tyra just wanted a water. I think Montana just got a water. She comes back. She said, okay, like, they're doing the soda stream and stuff right now. And in my head, she's like, there's someone else coming to take the food. Like, there's one girl doing the drinks, so there's one girl doing the food. So we're just sitting there. We're waiting for her. She comes to take the drink. She comes back and said, the soda thing isn't working. What else do you want? I said, just give me a water. Just give me a water, you know, that's fine. I probably don't need soda anyway. So Tyra's other friend comes. She orders us the table drink. She's like, all right, cool. What does everybody want? Let's all get a little lemon drop, whatever. That doesn't come out until another like 20 minutes. Then they messed her drink up. She got a mango lemon drop or whatever, and they bought her out a strawberry. So we ended up waiting like another 15 minutes for them to bring her drink again. Like, it was very annoying. Like, everything was just taking 28 minutes. We did end up ordering the food. Tyra was irritated. Tyra didn't order food. Me, Tyra's friend, and Montana, my sister, ended up ordering food. Montana got nachos. I got cheesesteak egg rolls. My Tyra's friend got wings. 30 minutes going. Mind you, we got here like 8 something. We literally probably pulled up at like, yeah, we got there like 8. We didn't end up getting our food until guess what time? 10:30. Like, mind you, and I know some of y'all probably thinking like, oh, I would have just left. I would have been left. Da, 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 da. When they first take your order, they take the money. So like, we paid at that point. So it's like that. Yo, I kept saying the chef not here yet. Like, I have a feeling it's only one chef down there in this little hood bar. It's only one chef down there. He probably just getting here. He probably just setting up. They bring the wings out first. She had wings, and Tyra's friend had wings and fries. She eating her wings. We all waiting for our food still. The drinks was nasty. It just was like, I got a strawberry lemon drop, but at that point I was kind of over it. Like, it just was kind of like, I don't feel like, I'm not gonna say, oh, I don't like this. It's gonna take another 20 minutes for something else to come out. I say, you know what, just bring me my food and let's just go. At this point, I'm getting closer and closer to being ready to go home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there comes a time at the end of the night where I am ready to go home. That's one thing about Morgann, okay? So it's like, time is ticking on. Montana got just nachos. Like, just nachos and cheese and like pico de gallo. No meat. She didn't get nothing on her nachos. They come out next. They bring me my cheesesteak egg rolls. She said, do you want like a sauce or anything? Usually, when you get cheesesteak egg rolls, they come with a sauce, right? Like, for my cheesesteak egg roll eaters, doesn't it usually have a dipping sauce? Usually they do, but I said, okay. She said, do you want like mayo or like blue cheese? No, she said, do you want blue cheese or like ranch? I said, do y'all have ketchup? Because it was cheesesteak egg rolls and fries. I said, do y'all have ketchup? She said, I don't know if they have ketchup down there. She said, if they don't have ketchup, what do you want? I said, just bring me anything. Like, I'm a sauce girl also. I'm a sauce girl. So like, I want something to dip. Like, I just want something, you know what I mean? So I said, well, just bring, I said, they should have, I'm thinking in my head, they should have ketchup. Like, ketchup is standard. Like, ketchup is basic. That's the most basic condiment ever. Who don't got ketchup? You know what I mean? So I'm like, they should have ketchup. She come back, it's like either ranch or blue cheese with the cheese head. I said, Tyra's friend had got wings. She had like a chai chili wings or Thai chili wings. I said, can you just bring me the sauce for the Thai chili sauce? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't expecting to eat that with ranch. Like, it just comes kind of like, cheesesteak egg rolls do not go with ranch. Now, mind you, I will say the food was good still. Like, I was giving the chef that. I really didn't like, if they had no sauce, I wouldn't have complained that bad because the food was still pretty good. The cheesesteak egg rolls was still seasoned pretty well. That I was still kind of eating, waiting for her to bring the stuff. I'm just kind of eating the cheesesteak egg rolls. When they finally bought the sauce, the Thai chili sauce, it was pretty good actually. So like, I was cool. Montana still didn't get her nachos yet. We like, yo, she got the most simplest thing ever. She just has nachos. No meat. Like, you don't have to make no meat. Just throw the nachos on a plate, drizzle the cheese sauce, add the pico de gallo, or, whatever. So finally, we just sitting there. We like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this is actually insane. And then before, mind you, I skipped the part. Before the food even came out, we ended up saying like, you know what, just forget it. We want a refund because we're just going to leave. Like, I'm not about to keep sitting here for another, this may have been like 10:20, 10:15, 10:20. We like, you know what, just forget it. We got here like 8 o'clock. Like, this has been going on for far too long. Mind you, we had already paid once again. So I'm thinking in my head, I told them, I said, it's going to take forever for them to come and give us a refund. Like, I guarantee you they're going to make us wait for the refund thing. Like, we might as well just get the food at this point. They're probably going to do it that way. Most likely. If it's taking them forever to bring us the food, they're going to take forever to come bring us this refund. So they just end up bringing the food. Now, mind you, the waitress that was helping us at the table, when she brought me my food, she just like, they're going to take forever to, it's going to be some extra time for the refund. So I said, just give me the food. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just give me my cheesesteak egg rolls. Because I'm just like, just come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, I'm getting kind of antsy. Not antsy, but like, I feel like I was chilling the whole time. Like, I was not really complaining that much. It's in my head, I'm just like, dang, like, they taking forever. But again, I'm just chilling. I'm happy to be with the girls. We vibing out. So finally, the chef comes to the table. He's like trying to explain himself. He's like, oh, like, let me tell y'all, like, we weren't expecting to be this busy. And it's just also like afterwards when we were talking about it together, it's just like, how did y'all not know y'all were going to be this busy? Number one, this is the first game of the season. Number two, y'all made a flyer for this event. Like, y'all put it out there. Oh, Eagles, come watch the game. Y'all did all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how do you not know you were going to attract a crowd? Like, how do you not know that this would have been more typical, I mean, a little bit busier than your typical Thursday night or whatever night that was? Like, you knew it was gonna be busier. Whatever night. Was that yesterday? What night was that? What's today? No, Thursday. Yeah, that was Thursday. So I'm like, y'all knew it was gonna be busier. So again, he's trying to explain himself, and we like, no, it's fine. And Tyra's just telling the chef, like, she just ordered nachos, like, no meat. He's like, yeah, well, what happened was somebody came out and they dropped the nachos, and then I made this 3 times, and then it's just sitting on the thing, it's getting cool, and then I accidentally made it with chicken. Montana, like, just bring me the one with the chicken. Like, just bring me the nachos with the chicken at this point. Like, I don't even care. Like, so, like, when I tell y'all, we was all just getting irritated and very unorganized. Like, when I tell you I would never be back there, I would never go back there. Like, oh my gosh. How did we, like, Camille, did I tell y'all Camille was supposed to be there? Camille didn't even come. She ended up texting me afterwards, like, oh, I fell asleep. I'm like, yo, the only reason we here is because we thought it was going to be a cute little vibe. Like, we thought it was going to be, like, maybe something. Again, we had never been there before. Never again. Like, when I tell you a waste of time, a waste of money, gosh, like, that was just so annoying. We ended up, Montana, like, by the time they got the food, mind you, they bought her food out on a plate as opposed to they bought our food out in styrofoam containers. So Montana, like, I don't even, like, just bring it, just give me the styrofoam. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to sit here. I'm ready to go at this point. And at that point, I was definitely ready to go. Like, it wasn't raining anymore. I walked my behind back to the train, and I took the train back home, or back to my car. But girl, like, when I tell you I was so over that night, like, oh my gosh, I was like, yo. And then I talked to the person that was tailgating. I talked to him the next day, and he's like, y'all should have just came. And I'm just like, the logistics of everything was just really annoying. Like, again, having to carry the chair, trying to figure out where to park, like, all of that is really annoying to me, and I get easily, like, overwhelmed. Not overwhelmed, but I get easily just irritated. Like, I don't want to deal with that. So that was that night, which I didn't, like I said, I didn't get to explain to y'all. But girl, keep me in the house, it's fine. Okay, I'm burning up already, you know. But I've been turned the air off in my apartment, and I haven't turned it back on, but it has been some hot days, so I feel like I'm just burning up in general. Anyway, I was gonna wear a different outfit, but the Fabletics black shirt, which is long sleeve, but I was burning up in that, so I just changed. This is the Fabletics, this is the white one with the back still open. And these are just some old leggings. I don't even know where these, I think these were one of my old friends' leggings, and I just had them for years. And then I'm just carrying this, not to wear to the class, but it just has like my wallet and stuff in it. So for fragrance, I usually just do something light. Like, I don't need to smell up the room, but we're just doing Finery Flower Bed. Just for a little something. I'm about to put on some deodorant, grab my water, grab my Pilates socks, and hit the road jack. I am leaving a little bit early because I want to get the parking around there does not seem ideal, and I've never been to that location before, so I'd rather be there sitting in a parking spot before rather than like trying to get there last minute and I'm trying to hurry up and find a parking spot. Like, I hate that type of stuff. I made it. Literally spot right in the front. Like, all I had to do is turn this corner and it's like down the street. But like, when I say right in the front, what they say, 2-hour parking. Okay, this is why I like pulling up places early, because I still have maybe like 10 minutes. Yeah, about 10 minutes left until I'll probably leave a little bit before that because I need to go to the bathroom. So like 10 minutes or so before, well, the class starts in 15 minutes basically, but I'll be getting out of my car shortly. But I'm happy to be just situated. I'm gonna put my mirror in because I do not trust child, do not trust these people. So I'm actually about to do it right now. Cause I don't, well, no, not yet. Cause I actually need to see. Oh, she looks so cute. Go ahead, sister. Wait, let me see. Go ahead, sister. But anyway, I'm trying to, like, I wonder if I should bring my camera. Can I bring my camera, y'all think? Like, I don't know if it's, I don't think it's a private class. I think she's just, I don't know. Okay, if I can record something, I will. Maybe I shouldn't record myself struggling. Period.
Use the gray site platform quickly and grab your gray cables. That's it, Olivia. That's it. That's it. That's it. Here's the deal, y'all. It should have rib page 2, so your core is still supporting you, and then just.
Solidcore does not have a fan in me, unfortunately. But very challenging. It's very, like, not only physically challenging, but just mentally. Like, you're very much like trying to push through it. But I will say this class felt a little bit less serious because since it was Camille and friends, so since it was her 200th class, it wasn't like the instructor was going hard, still giving us movement, but it didn't feel as, I didn't feel pressured as much as if it was a class that I went to pay for. Like the first time I went to Solidcore class, I felt the need to like really like lock in. I'm looking around me, all the other girls, they struggling too. But this class is like, we always just like, we just here to support. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just here as a support right now. That's kind of what it felt like, but again, still challenging. Still don't know if I'm going back for a third class. You know, it's still like one of those things, I don't know. But anyway, back home, showered. I literally just did a little bit something to my face. Usually my headbands stay on perfectly fine, but like this one has been like, I feel like it's moving. But it does have like some dark blue in here, as you guys can see. So I just have on this blue shirt. This shirt, is it from Shein? I forgot where this, Walmart, no. Amazon. The shirt's from Amazon. So I just have on a pair of like baggy jeans. It is like raining. I wanted to like take the train into the city and sit outside on a cute Saturday evening. Like that was the vibe that I wanted. But since it's raining, it's like we're just gonna pivot. Gonna wear this just for some color and kind of just enjoy the day. Go and get something to eat. And yeah, that would be the vibe. I'll probably just do like a little montage situation for the rest of the vlog because I do need to start editing this like very fast, very soon. But that's all I got for now. Stay tuned for the montage and I will see y'all in the next vlog. Okay, bye.
Feeling in your body, you found somebody who makes you change your ways, like hanging with your crew. Said you act like you're ready, but you don't really know. And everything in your past, you wanna let it go. I've been there, done it, bumped around. After all that, this is what I found. Nobody wants to be alone. If you're touched by the words in the song, baby.
On a hiatus and stop. Just shut up. Sit down. Put your money away. You don't like, maybe he's talking to somebody else. And I said that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess. Like, I don't even think I would do it again. We can see them hash things out like, ooh! We got some flowers. Shut Up podcast. Call her daddy. I was gonna do like a regular. Baby, when you're in town, why don't you come around? We all have work to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Let me see. How off is that? Now this nigga questioning me. I said,